And the bigger a channel gets, the more of that stuff. Oh, I need to be 1,000. I want to be in 1,000. Wow. Yeah. Well, I'm on live. Yeah, I'm on live now, so I'm gonna. But thank you for talking. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah. All right. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah? Okay. All right. Well, you have a good day. Yeah. Okay, awesome. You have a good weekend. Thanks. Bye bye. Okay. Good. Hey, Penny? Okay. Can you hear me? I've been playing around with the sound. Of course, I don't know what I did. Hey, Don. Yeah, I'm a few minutes late. I was talking to Jennifer and she was helping me. Oh, okay, good. That's weird. Sometimes it just stops. There were two settings that I fixed and I think I got it. Why does he keep freezing? Oh, thank you. Why is it freezing? It wasn't doing that before. The connection's fine. Stream is fine. What now? I wonder if it has to do with. Hey, Leslie, you sound like you're in another room. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Um, Yo, I appreciate it. All right, how does that sound? Does that sound better? Okay. So I bought the Razer Cairo Pro. It's supposed to have a yay. It's supposed to have a built-in mic, which it does, but for some reason it doesn't sound good. I don't know if that's a defect and I need to send this back. Excuse me. Or there's a setting or something. If I open the software, excuse me, the Razer software, it doesn't have an option for audio. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It should, but do you have your earpiece still plugged in? I do. Um, does that sound better? That's interesting. It's weird. Yay. It's supposed to have a built-in mic. Why is it so behind? That's interesting. Hello? Really? What does this sound like? Does this sound any good? Does this sound any good? I appreciate you helping me, Shannon. It's crackling and popping now. Okay. Is it crackling and popping now? Oh, you said it wasn't. Okay. I really need to write down what I did, but I can't remember what I did. No, it's not. Okay. Yay. It's almost unreal. Great. It does? Okay. That is because it is the camera's built-in mic. I don't know why it requires all this juggling around of settings, but I am not going to mess with it again. I should take a picture of the settings so that I know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. So I won't forget. I know. Oh, there goes my phone. Well, it's just a matter of figuring out the settings and why it's so finicky. And yes, yes. Thank you. Because if you're honest, then I get a chance to fix it and make it right. So I really do appreciate that. Hey, guess what? We're coloring. Now that you can see my picture. Well, it does. I noticed that. Let me see. I'm going to brighten it up. Because I lost my ring light. Lost as in it won't work anymore. It's like, it's the way that is with these lights. They're just like, you gotta fiddle with the wire and fiddle with the buttons. I know it's plugged in, but it's not working. So I'm glad to have the light on this. It is a little bright. No, this one is the Pro. The Pro doesn't have the built-in light. I wonder if I can mess with... Ooh, that's way too pink. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the ring lights. I've had one of, I know I've talked about it before in my live streams, but it's a long rectangle light and you hook it to the desk, and it's like a fluorescent light, but a miniature one. And I've had two of those. The first one went out. The second one is still working, but I don't use it. And because I changed this ring light, which isn't working now. So I'm going to check one thing. I still want Steve to... Alright, I'm going to have to get on the floor. I still want Steve to move my computer. Let's see if that helps. It wasn't plugged in all the way. I don't know why that would make a difference, but nope. Nope. It might be the brick. Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, does it look good? Because I've adjusted the color, and on the screen it looks like what my book looks like. I had to reinvent the wheel to get the camera exactly where I wanted it. It's crazy. Okay, so this is deep blue. I like it a lot. I'm trying to decide, do I like aviary better? Maybe a little bit better, but I still like this one. Yeah, like, I want to do that one. Oh, please, yes, we don't want you to lose any lights or whatever. Okay, I need to... Whoa. I need to create a new contact for... Oh, wrong spot. Okay, awesome. I wonder if this would get mad if I went into the app. This other app. If something changes, y'all let me know. I did as much as I could since Tuesday. And I genuinely, in generally, okay, now my talk won't work like this. It is to a satisfying state. And it was fun to try to figure out how to do bubbles. I still don't think I got it down perfectly well, but it's pretty close. When you have a limited palette and you've got all these different things, you got to be creative as to how you're going to make that look. Yeah, so I think some pages lend themselves really well to limited palettes, and some don't. You really got to add more things to it. But it was a challenge, and I wanted to do it. So my goal was to finish this today, and maybe start something else, or at least decide what else I want to do. And also I wanted to leave some things undone so you can see how I do it. The only thing I think I've done all the bubbles. But I can go to another page, because, I mean, it's underwater. There's bubbles everywhere. Like this mermaid thing, I wouldn't do that one, but that doesn't have enough bubbles. Yeah, I can at least go through the motions of it. Hey Danielle, I'm sorry to say I didn't say hi to everybody. Hey Penny. Who else? I did say hi, Dawn. Hey Rinka. So Tuesday when I was doing live stream, like I'm on live stream. Steve, you won't believe the stuff, the hoops I had to jump through to get it to where it is. It's insane. Anyway, I was starting to shake, and I had to say, y'all, I'll be back. I had to go get a cookie because I was shaking from not eating. So I've got my drink in here. It's a powder drink, and I can sip on that and keep the blood sugar up. Oh, look at there. I do have a couple of more bubbly things. I can show you how to do the bubbles. Okay, so let's work on this. I was talking to Jennifer a little bit ago, and we had a good time, and she was telling me about this little lapel what is it called? Microphone. Well, I couldn't think microphone. But anyway, so that was fun. Now that I got the sound working, I'm not sure I need it. We'll just have to see. Oh, yeah. All right, here is how I did this stuff. All right, these bubbles coming off. I actually looked up bubbles, underwater bubbles, and there's a lot of different ways to do these right here, but I just picked one that I liked and did that. This one I attempted to, you know that book that you showed yesterday? I do have book 4, I think, or book 1, and it was showing soap bubbles, and I thought, oh, soap bubble. So I went over it again with the white Poscas. I was messing with that. I think I'm going to zoom in. See how far I can get. Woo! Look at that. Yeah, but then it becomes like that. There's no focus at all. And if I wanted to go into the Razor app to fix the setting, if in fact it is the setting. Hey, Tanya. It'll probably tell me, sorry, your other application is using the camera. And if I get out of that application, which is Streamlabs, it will cut off the stream altogether. Let me try this. Oh! Look! Is it still funny now? I didn't realize I could change that. Oh my goodness. Shannon, what would I do without you? If you were here, I'd give you a great big hug. Okay. The first thing I did was something I learned from Barbara Colors. Now you can see me really shaking this close up. I cover over the lines with white. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not sure. Anyway, I cover over those with white. And then I'm going in with the 86. I have not memorized the names yet or the numbers. I'm determined to. Rose blue. I suppose I can make a little label. Or since this is flat, I can use my little chrome pen and write it on there. I might do that. Anyway, rose blue, 86. And I just started out coloring the spots here that kind of indicate shadow. I'm kind of nervous about this because it takes a while to get it to look like this, the way I want it to, so. All right, I'm going to go a little further around those and come around further with some of it. Marmalade and mochi. Oh, Amy, thank you. Oh, I didn't see you come in. And Pickle, hi. This is Deep Blue. Whoop. By Fabiana Attanasio. I think I said that right. And I've got a new camera, which I think is working now. I'm going dark over these lines this way because I'm going to use the Posca to cover the line, and I wanted the line to be seen. All right, and the next thing I did was just kind of, oh, sorry about that, is just kind of dot here and there and go darker in some places. It's hard for me to not be symmetrical, but that's what I'm attempting to do. Welcome to the channel, Amy. There are many ways to do bubbles, I'm absolutely certain, but this is the way I did it, and I was satisfied with it. If you have a YouTube link, well, you couldn't put it in the link, but, or just let me know the name. The name of the video or artist that has how to do bubbles, underwater bubbles, and these are more exhaust bubbles. Now some of these I'll actually cover over. I'm kind of gonna cover over it with a light layer. I'm going to cover over them with the Posca. I think you can do any white pen, not white pencil. Well, you could, but any paint marker. I can try it with these. Oh, it does. Okay. I prefer the Posca, but for the sake of trying something different, I'm going to try something different. All right, this is the jelly roll. Let's see if it works. Oh. Nope, it's not wanting to work. I know it's working. I think it's working. That's the thing about these jelly rolls. They're not consistent. This one's too small, but maybe I'll get something else out of it. This is a really thin. Right, so it does work, but it's not very. Maybe it's because it's the 5. Let's see if we can try the 8. It's not wide enough. That was the 8, the 08. Ooh, I'm sorry. Woo! Forget where my camera is. And this one is what I'm going to use. To try this out. Ooh. That one works quite nicely. I like it. It's consistent. Sorry if I'm covering it up. Ooh. Zoomed in this far is new to me, so. All right, now it's not wanting to mark there. It seems to do fine on the outer lines. But when I want to go over something that's already colored like the blue, it doesn't want to work. All right. Hey, Joy. Thanks for coming. So, yeah. Posca is better for... Sorry, I'm covering over. Yeah. It's definitely better for the insides here. Of course, it works really well on the outside too. Maybe I'm zoomed in too far. I just thought it was cool that it could zoom in like that. Something I'm running into with putting Posca over this blue is that it will turn it pink. I'm not sure you can see that. Like this bubble. No, you can't see it. You see it as white. All right, well, there's a little bit of pink in here. And it actually kind of works for this picture because I've got all these birds and things that are that color. So I could just say they're reflecting. But when I cover over the blue with this white, it becomes pink, and I don't get that. I just don't get that. And I've gone over it a second time and a third time and a fourth time, and it still turns it pink. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Ooh. Sorry for the shaking. It's not the camera, it's me. All right, I'm going to have to turn this. Actually, I suppose I could just take it out. Shannon, I'm taking it out. Oh my goodness. Why is there an echo? My other stuff's off. Look at that, I took it out. Oh no. I still will turn it, but it won't be such a pain. All right. So now you can see what I'm doing, I think. Maybe I'm not shaking as much. Okay. Well, even Karen on Colorful Country Life gets her hand in the way sometimes. I'll go back over that, but it'll turn it pink. All right, let's see what's in the chat. Hey, don't do that. Yes. Yeah, Posca is better for it everything. But if you've got this one, you could get this one to work. It's just you got to keep priming it. So these are cheap. Shannon uses these, and that's where I saw it on her video, and I said, all right, I'm gonna try them out. And I do. The first one, I think it's dried up. I don't know, it didn't work for me, but I said maybe it's just a one-off, and I got it out, and a second one out, and it was fine. So out of 6 so far, 1 is not working and 1 is working. All right, back to the bubbles. All right, see that pink again? I just don't know why it's doing that. Then what I did was I dotted around. I know you're not able to see that. Maybe a little more. Yeah. And there's no rhyme or reason to the dotting. This is why I color it blue first, because then you can see the white better. All right, let's go over that a little more. You could make little partial bubbles. I'm just so glad I got the sound to work. So the next thing I did was take the white pencil and put a little bit of, well, it's not really shadow, just kind of a hint that the bubbles are more 3D. Let's see, so it turns red because if the red pigment is in the blue. Yeah, I suppose so. Hey, Marcy. And then autocorrect shows up. Shouting my... I'm here. What you need? Maybe I should put my phone up near where I'm working. Zoom out. Okay. Yeah, I think that's zoomed in a little too much. That's better. But it's so cool I can zoom that close. All right. Anyway, so I'm kind of indicating with this pencil. It's easier on here. Tanya told you the reason for the pink. Yeah, I see that. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I was just looking down at my page, but now I've got my phone right here, and I can see when... I bet you can hear that really well. Now I can see if anybody posts. All right, and then I dotted a little bit out You get me. You get them, Tanya. And then tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. You see how it's making it look like there's bubbles behind there? Tap, tap. That I just figured out myself. Nobody told me that. Ooh. Whoops. Okay. Sometimes Posca wants to drip like that. And you can put a few little other dots here and there. Whoopee! I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, if you don't want it to look like it's lined, you can go up further into or out from. Yeah. Oops. Anyway, you could just kind of do whatever you like with that. Hey Sue, how are you? Been around way too long when you say whoopee out loud before it's ever typed. Something additional I did when it was dry is I came back in with this Posca blue and with a little bit of the gray 70 cool and some more of the blue I was using to create some more circles and things, but it looks pretty good now. Thanks for coming in, Sue. So that's how I did that bubble. This bubble alright, so I lined this bubble with the white. Ooh, this bubble. I need to show you this bubble. There it is. Lined it with the white. And then I came in with the Posca and lined it halfway. And then the other half, actually I might have put that down first too. Put down some blue. But I came in and drew over the black line with the blue, the 86. Sorry, my brain is not working. And then I came back with this darker aqua color, 87. No, it's 47. 47. And colored on this side with the dark. All right. And then I took the white and went put a little curve right above the blue. And you can't really tell that much, but I tried to put in a little, I don't know what you call that, but that's how I did that one. Some of these don't look quite like I want them to, but you know. And then I did the same in the brown. I lined one side, and on this side I think I might have just left it. I don't think I even put brown there. Could put brown there, but I put a darker brown over it like that, and then I drew in that line of white next to the darker line, and that's supposed to make it look bubbly. I think it looks okay. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe it is. Penny, were you were in here before? Did I say hi to you a second time? With this being in the lighter part, I could actually come in here and, yeah, I should not made that blue, but that's all right. I'm just making little half circles. Kind of here and there. Trying to not make it look like a flower. Something else I did to break up that line was like right here. I would go over that white line. It kind of looks like a bubble, but I try to put it in a natural place, like in a bend or something. Yeah, something like that. And I could probably put it over here. And of course I like to tweak. Hope it didn't just leak its last earlier. Oh, there we go. We got something. Really, you can't get it wrong when it comes to bubbles like that, because they're all over the place. But the main thing is you get a variety of lights and darks, and create a sort of a background to make it look 3D. Cool. All right. I was starting to work on this side. This side of the underwater vehicle thing. What I did was took the lighter of the two. Let me sharpen this a little bit. what I did was just kind of line this. Make a little bit of a, well, you call it ombre, don't you? I just say a gradation, which is kind of a long word. Anyway, I did put this white here, and I'm not sure if I want it that white. I could try to color over it with, sorry. Could try to color over it with the darker one. So it has a little bit of color, but it's still the lightest part. When you do that, you have a light and a dark of a color of, yeah, light and dark shade. And then you put the Posca in, and you want to cover with the Posca. Use the dark one because it will mix with the white, and you'll end up with the lighter one anyway. It looks good. That is something I found out. I'm sure there's other ways, but yeah. So I like how that's looking. I'm not crazy about the color here. Is that too dark? I don't want to make it really super bright. And then I just go about using my grays that I've brought out here. Where's the black one? Okay, so I've got black, Brutfuner 72, Brut 74, slate gray. This is to give it a little bit of blue so it will look more like silver, and 70. So I kind of put them in a row like this, although I generally use the slate gray last. And I started out with the lighter gray. I'm going into the blue a little bit, and then do I still need to zoom out? I feel like most colorists have this zoom. Hey, Callie. All right, then I take the next one and come into that lighter one just a little bit, and then come out further. So I'm coloring really lightly because that way, if I don't like the way something is, I know I've told you this before, I'm going to come in with a darker bit. That I can erase, but also I like doing layers. So then I'm trying to think of how the light's hitting here. Probably it's getting darker about the time that it hits this metal part. So, or the riveted line, I'm not sure what you call it. So I can go a little darker there. And then it's getting darker down this way. So, whoop, sorry. Probably will make it a little darker down here. slate gray a little bit. It doesn't need to be a lot of blue or a lot of the slate gray. There's other ways of making something look silver. But this is what Elena taught me, so I go with that. Let's see, now I can go in a little lighter with the black. And then just slowly go across. Now by the time I get over here, I'm going to be it will be very dark. So I'm actually going to start darker. I wanted to put in a little bit of highlights because if I wanted to do this realistically, this would be completely blacked out. If the light is coming from this way and a very narrow space of light, then this is going to be dark. And that when I looked up pictures of underwater vehicles, like realistic ones, it was that way. They were always really dark. And I tried to make it dark in another area, completely dark, and I didn't like it. So I decided to give it some highlights. Like maybe there's another light hole or some kind of shiny underwater life giving off life or something. Just not that I have to come up with a reason to do it, but I just do. Of course, this is going to go through the ugly stage like everything else. Now I'm just coming back over it with the black again, just getting darker and darker. Not worried about running into this because I'm going to go back over it with some more black. It's not going to be too dark right here, except maybe in this little crevice. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Concentrate. Yeah. So I went over to Arteza. Yeah. To see if they had their 120 set again, and they didn't, but they have a new set of 48 of something. I don't know what the set, how it's different. But I said, I want to see what the shipping is going to be. So I went through all the things, all the screens, used my PayPal, all that stuff. And I clicked this other button. I thought it was going to show me like a review screen. I go in there and it says, thank you for your order. Go, what? And I almost decided to cancel it. But I thought maybe I would see what they're all about. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to use, was it? Yeah, that was. I'm just going over this area with the same pencils. I did that once. You can return them. Yeah, I believe so. But then do I want to return them? That's the other question. Yeah, that's the question. And then I went to look for any reviews, because usually everybody's ahead of me with stuff. And there wasn't anything. I thought, well, maybe I'll be the first one to have it. Probably not. And they may turn out to be crappy. Who knows? All right, I'm going to go over this whole thing with the lighter gray. That's what I did on this for every section. I just kept going over and going over and going over and going over until I got it to where I wanted it. I don't know that they're new colors, like they're adding to another set. It seemed to indicate that they were completely different from any of the other stuff any of the other pencils. And I like to get sets that are different than what I have. Otherwise, I would be a wash, a swim, an ocean, whatever you want to say, in pencils that I don't use. Oop, I better pick that up. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm so glad that it wasn't a Brutfuner that he chewed up. But I had dropped one of my white pencils, and I've got several of those. And I came in. I didn't know I had dropped it. It must have fallen in a place where I couldn't see it. Well, the puppy found it. And I came in from cooking or something. I don't know what it was. Came back into my cave. And there was this chopped up white and wooden looking stuff on the carpet. And I looked closer and I could see a little bit of the number. And I thought, oh no, he chewed up one of my Prismacolors. And thankfully it was one that I can get more of, and I already have more of them anyway. So I've got 2 more here. I bought a set of 72 Artezas. Back when I first started to color. And then I got Prismacolors. Is this the lighter one? These two are so close to being alike, 72 and 74. That sometimes I don't know I think this is the lighter one. Anyhow, and then I got my Prismas. So my mother wanted to get back into coloring, and I gave her my Artisas because I think they would be better on her hand than what she was using. And I wanted them back, but they can't find them. I was like, man, I wanted those back. I did buy the 120, and I think I said this in maybe the last time. I think I got a bad batch. But people that really like Arteza, they like them a lot. So I know that didn't make sense. All right, I think I need a little more graying here. Let's see. Rather a Prisma than a Lumi. Yeah. Oh my goodness, if I had a Faber-Castell, I would probably be more upset if he chewed on that one. Because I have a backup of only 24 of them. And I would have to buy a single color, which I suppose is fine. Alrighty. Speaking of white, sorry, I keep changing my mind. I'm going to come in here with the white just a little bit. Just for these to blend together a little more. I could, I suppose, come in with a Prisma gray. Maybe a little lighter. Could try those. I'm gonna have to sharpen this. Yeah. I thought it, when I first heard people using backups, I thought it was so funny. Or having backups. I thought, why do you need backups? And I don't have backups for everything. I've got a backup Prisma. I gave all the backups of my Prismas away to relatives. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh, speaking of, I know she watches videos. She's got to be on my list somewhere. But my sister-in-law, I got her into coloring. She started to color and she had rotten pencils. She said, they're kind of hard, you know. And I said, try these. And she tried a little bit. Oh yeah, that's softer. So I gave her all my backup. I think it added up to like 70 or 75, I don't know, something like that, of the Prismas. And I changed out some of them for newer. So if one of them was short, I would take the short one out and give her the longer one of the same color. And gave her 2 books. And she started to color a lot. And now she posts over in, I think it's Coloring for Adults, I think is the name of the channel. I'm coming in here with the Cool Gray, I think 20. Anyhow, she watches a lot of videos, and I was so proud of her because she was working in World of Flowers. I didn't give her World of Flowers. And she says, oh yeah, I got World of Flowers at a resale shop. She said, look what I found at a resale shop. and I thought that was so fun. So this one is 50%. I'm going to go over this with 50. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Now I'm going to come in with the blender pencil. I'm using the side of it. I just colored with the minis pencils. They take about right. No wonder they want mine. Yeah. My niece wasn't into coloring, but she likes diamond painting. And so I gave her the only diamond painting that I have. I don't have it anymore. This is not coming out as... And I think I need to make this darker too. Just a little more dark. A little more dark, a little darker. Yeah, I'm not sure why they make kids' pencils so hard. I guess because they're not as easy to break. Boy, I have been laboring over this for a while. Hey, True. Every time I say that, I think of my daughter. So, Angela. I still want to smooth that out. It's not as smooth as I'd like it to be. I think I will go in with... Oh, that was Cool Gray 30 that I was using. I thought it was 20. I'm going to try... I haven't done a big section like this, so... I've worked in small sections. Ooh, I like how that's working. Yeah. That's looking pretty good. Now I can go in with the blue, slate gray, which that's not slate gray. Slate gray, where are you? There you are. I'm going to try not to put it everywhere. In fact, I think I will... Oh, no, that's not the one I want. This one. This is the mono knock. I want to take out some of that. Just a little. So then when we come in with this, all right. Wow. How's that look? I probably could keep tweaking, but I think I am satisfied with it at the moment. All right. All right. Well, thanks for coming in, Pickle. Appreciate it. Hey, Angela, I got a new camera. And earlier everybody that came was helping me with that, and Shannon was like being all in my face and stuff. I love you, Shannon. Uh-oh. There we go. I think we can work on a bird. She was licking on my face. It is. She drove all the way from Tennessee to Texas to be in my face. That's okay. That's okay. I can deal with that. Ooh, there's like an echo. That's weird. She is. That's weird. Oh no. I hope that didn't mess anything up. You can tell me if it does. I just unplugged something as I was hearing an echo. Alrighty, let's work on... Oh, something else I was going to add to this was a little bit of the pink from the bird, because silver, silver often reflects stuff that's near it. So that's just a little bit. Move this out of the way. All right. I think if I could do this again, I probably would not color these birdfish this way. I might make them just pink so that I have maybe, a few more options for the flowers. I still used purple, but it's almost too much purple. Wow, is that already 10:50? Anyway, let's see. Let's zoom in a little more. It's pretty good. These birdfish, I just make in layers. I'm sorry, I'm using 16. I think the more I think about it, the more I'm going to write the name down on the pencils. Let's see if I can do that without breaking something, ruining something. I bought this liquid chrome pen, and I've written on most of Brutfuners the number, not their number, but the number where it is in my bag. Let's see if I can write on this. Oh, I'm working in deep blue. Deep blue. It looks like it's swimming. We're swimming away. Rose of Versailles. All right, let's see if I can write that small. Whoop. See, I already screwed up. Rose. I may just write the word rose. Rose of Versailles is I won't do all of those in the stream. I just want to do one of them. Kennedy, you came back. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? What do you think of my picture? I'm going to zoom out for her. Ooh, there's going to be rain again today. Awesome. Do you like it? Yeah, she uses her dad's account, so I didn't remember that when she came in before. Ooh. I think I'm going to put some sparkly stuff on here somewhere. You like it? I miss you. And I'm sorry I didn't. I'll be sending you something in the mail soon. Let's just say like that. Something in the mail that's exciting. Oh yeah, let me show you what colors I used on that. I actually used quite a few. I definitely used black. I used 24 a little burnt ochre. I actually colored over it with a little bit of brown. I'm not sure I used this one. No, that's too bad. That's like, I believe, yeah, I used 117. I don't think I used that one. Where is my dark brown? Oh, I had it in my hand. A dark brown. My brain. And actually I used a little bit of the 13. I'm not sure. Did I use that one? Yeah. So I used kind of a variety of colors in there, and of course I used the black. I still want to do more of the dark color coming a little further out. See, I started that and I'm not satisfied with it yet. But I do like how this came out. I really do. And then of course I lined it with white. What color was I using? Yep. Back. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. So this little guy, or girl, I guess some of them are girls. I started out with a light layer. I mean, I am pressing down, but I'm not pressing too hard. And then the face or the head. And most of the stomach area. And then I come in with the purple. A little more, I'm sorry, purple. This is 15. I need to sharpen. I'm glad I have something that sharpens these. Cover from a little bit more of purple. Sorry. It's just so hard to not get my hand in the shot. But I will endeavor to try harder. Mainly I have to move it because of the shaking. Alright, then I'll put a little bit of purple here. And then just a hint of it up here. And I think I'll put some purple here just to be shadowy. I wonder why that's in review. I'm telling it to show. I'm not sure how to fix that. For some reason, when Kennedy typed in the face using keystrokes, it asked it to be in review, so I'm not sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I approved it. Oh, okay, very good. My screen evidently timed out. Couldn't see it. All right, and then come in with 86. I don't have that written on there. Blue rose. If I had it to do again, I would probably do the whole background in an oceany color with probably ink tints. And I would make these birdfish one color. But I was liking how it was looking with the 3 colors. But since there was so many of them, it took forever to use them, to get them colored. Ooh, I hear the thunder. It's like this every day. It's always hot, but then there's a shower. Pop-up shower somewhere. I love these Brutfuners. Did I tell y'all the story of the first time I owned the Brutfuner squares? I probably have. I tend to repeat good stories. Basically, I didn't like them the first time I tried them, so I sold them. Oops, sorry. And when I got better at coloring and understanding what I was doing, I decided to get them a second time. And now I like them just fine. See you later, Kennedy. Yeah, the Brute squares. Yep. I sold them with a bunch of coloring books that I didn't like anymore. So somewhere in Texas there's a lady that hopefully enjoyed her Brutes. All right. Now I'm going to come in with what do you call it? Blender. Now, why would they make rounds and squares so confusing? Yeah, I think that's probably it, Callie. The Brute squares are a little more oily. Oh, I've got a dog that's upset. I'm trying to ignore her. She must have been another, not another life, but I guess in a way it is. In her younger years, she must have had a horrible experience with thunder. Okay, I'm not sure y'all can tell on the screen how that is, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to take the Mono Zero. I tried to live without this Mono Zero. You think, well, it's so little, how can you miss it? You know, I mean, how can you miss it? Whatever. But there's nothing else I have that's like this. I've got the Mono Knock, which is a little bigger. The Zero actually comes in a bigger one, but I don't like that one. And then I've got this one that's called Lion something. And I like that one. And then I have my electric one, which is the same size as the Mono Zero, but it's not, you know, but it's electric. Yeah. I couldn't do without it, so I bought a pack. It comes, you know, and you get two of these. No, you get one of these with like a whole bunch of sets of. Did I put them down here? Yeah, I've got to do my drawers here. So it came with all these. It's like 10. This should last me a long time. So it came with one of these, which I needed a new one. I gave my my other one, I have two of these, to my sister-in-law because I said, this, you'll like this. So I need to ask her, are you using the Mono Zero? I'm going to erase just a little bit of the edge. And maybe a little bit of some of the other bits. It's really better on these that are out there in the light, but I might go back in there with some more purple. And I like the other Mono Zero too. Not as much as the round, but it's a rectangle. And I can still erase a little spot, or I can go for a little bit more in the area. The only thing I don't like about the Mono Zeros, or the other ones, is that they crumble a lot. And when I'm trying to clean them off with my thumb or rub them on this giant mouse pad to get them clean, some comes off. I guess that's a natural thing that erasers do, but they're all going to do that. I guess I shouldn't be upset about it. I mean, I'm not upset, just a little bit upset. I'm going to erase a little bit. A little bit more. I mean, if the edge is going to be bright. Oop, I just erased some of that. Some of the Posca. I'm going to try this. Oop. Mark color. Where was I? Oh, it was over here. Do they come with a smaller version of themselves, Shannon? I'd love to see a 0.5. Even though this is 0.08, it's really more like a 10 to me. I think I'm going to go over this again. The edges, I want them really, really, oh, sorry, really, really shiny. Shiny and white. Yeah. Thank you, Ambient. Appreciate the compliment. I think some of this is worn off because I've been going over it with my hand. So much easier to use my hand, to use this hand when I can move the paper. So I appreciate y'all's patience with that. What am I going to do with this? Oh. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to use that and then use black. Come around the edge and then put a little bit of something in there. Yeah, this is picking up the purple again, but it's still lighter than it was, so I suppose I should wait till the end before I add more of that. I suppose I can go ahead and light this one up too. Light this one up, that's funny. Just because I wanted everything to be... Stop, Leslie! I gotta stop. Green, green, green. Yep. I was listening to Elena way back, and she was talking about her finished pictures. That's one of her videos. And, you know, I just erased that and I did it again. Alright. I'm just going to try to color the edges. Anyway, she had a picture that had like a different color of leaves and clouds. And she said she had become so tired of coloring greens that she had to start coloring leaves a different color. And I love green, and I think she actually does too. She bought a whole pack of Thule art that was just green, and but she had to start coloring stuff different colors because she was tired of green. I don't think I've come to that point yet. There's so many green combos that I haven't discovered or found that that's cool. Maybe this part is aimed toward the light. The ends of this one's feathers. Kind of like that. Gives it more of a ooh quality. Yeah, I've used these colors in other things. The pink, the purple, and the turquoise. I've used those a lot. All right. I'm going to kind of redo my stuff here. my scared dog is not in here, which is surprising. She's probably in the living room on the couch. All right, let's do some of this. I think this picture needs a little more orangey color in there. Oh, start here. For this flower, I used a 13 and what is that? 6. And I did use a little of the purple, the 15 in there. And I might have used a little of the black. I'm not crazy about how I colored this one, but it's just going to be there. This one I struggled a lot with, just using different, well, it's really just one color and then some black, but it's okay. It is what it is, as we like to say around here. Let's see, Barbara used a lot of greens today too. Barbara is coming on tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. I love her videos. I love her streams. She'll go about 2 weeks without, maybe even 3 weeks out doing something, and then she'll go back to doing once a week. Maybe she took a break because of her voice. Cup of coffee, green. Just did Barbara's stream now. Oh, yeah, I had to go back, see what was going on here. Yeah, I just love hers. Angela, yes ma'am, I'm doing the background page. Crazy color pages. Some parts that look like dirt or maybe a yellow green. I know, gorgeous. Andrew appreciates the job that said it is what it is like. Oh, yeah. I've really just started using that because I've heard it so many times now. As far as using the Brutes on this paper, I think they're fine. I don't know if it looks like it's fading or something. Maybe it's because my hand rubs across. Anyway, let's do this one. Start with the number 13. And then I come in with the 6. You know what? I think I did that wrong. I don't know that I used the 13 on that. It probably doesn't matter, but I want to try to get it looking like this. This is the correct red, right? Yeah, it's the only one I got. So I take the same approach, just working in layers first. So the stuff back here is going to be darker. And I can put some more layer on it. Ooh, that thunder is right above us. So for a couple of days now, or maybe a week or so, I think it's a week, at least a week, that the thunder, there was one time the thunder just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and it had this deeper tone to it. It was just, I was sitting here and I said, oh, thunder. And then I noticed, that's weird. So I went to my Facebook and I said something about the weird thunder, but other people had already posted that they heard this weird thunder too. Oh, I like thunder now. When I was a kid, I was scared to death of it, but now I like it. It's very comforting. I guess because I would always run to my mother when it was raining. I would come to her side of the bed in the middle of the night and say, Mama, I'm scared. And she would open the blanket and I would get in there and snuggle. You know, I just noticed this right here because I'm one of those squirrel people. This is so blue that it looks like we're looking through it and seeing the background. So I'm not sure if I should come in with the darker blue here as if there's a shadow. Or just cover more of it with gray. What do y'all think? Yeah, now when thunder is sudden, it is scary. Okay, I want to say I use white. Put some white down. Can y'all hear that? Leave it, it's a bubble. You can see through bubbles. Well, the bubble's fine. I'm talking about the vehicle. I put it there because I want it to reflect the water, the light. But it's looking like it's, I don't know. It's not that, it's just a page. All right, so I put the white there, and I'm going to go back over this with the reddish orange. And then I can come in with the purple. For did I use blue? No, I think I used purple for shadow and the center. I'm learning just go for it, and I have an idea it doesn't work. Yeah. Oh, no problem. Yeah, the bubble, I definitely like that. But this right here, yeah, I could go, you know, bring this dark up around it, or I could just put more gray down. I don't know. Now we can get this thing. No, that's not what I wanted to do next, but that's okay. I just wanted to go back over this part with a little more of the red. I think I want some more of this back here. So it'll look more like a shadow. Then we can take some brown. Is that's a rock, and that's a rock, so that's good. Oh yeah, forgot to do that with the bird. Probably gonna do that with a black though, because it's... Anyway, so there's that. Ground to the left side of the spine of the bag, and is that dirt. Oh! Are you talking to me or Tanya? Down here, there's this. Actually, I thought it was dirt, but it's... And so, or rock, so I colored it brown, but it's really grass. Oh, their page. Okay. I got confused. There's some more bubbles. I'm going to try this for bubbles. Oh, it's the wrong one. Hey, Robin, you're not afraid of... Hey, little Tyler Weiler. Tyler Weiler, woo. Hey, don't mess with that. No, leave her alone. What do I have that he would be interested in playing with? Ooh, here. Woo! Piece of plastic. It's a bag that had some trail mix in it. I'm not sure I like what I just did there. maybe a little bit, but not too much. That's funny. Where was I? Oh, I was coloring bubbles. Some of them are so small that I just colored them all white. Oops, sorry. I forget I'm zoomed in. I don't think there's any more down there. There's one over here. Sorry about all the moving about. Y'all just don't look. Alright, I think I'm gonna something like that. I just put my hand in that, didn't I? Okay. I love thunder. It's a wrapper. That's what I was trying to think of. This. I'm really not sure what this is. I was treating it like water, but I guess it's just coming off, you know, coming off the side. I might just cover over it, the whole thing. And then you've got this stuff up here. How long have I been on? Bubbles coming out of the sub? Well, that doesn't really make sense. So I don't know. I mean, I could do whatever I want to do with it, like just cover over it all together. But I was trying to figure out what some of this stuff was here. See, why is that going around? What is that? Don't know. Oh, I've been on 2 hours. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just thinking what else I can work on. I'm sitting here. This little coral, I think I could make that blue. I feel like it needs to be blue. Come on, zoom. There we go. All right. So you got some purple here, and a little purple down here. You got some here on the bird, and a little bit here. I said blue, didn't I? You got all this blue. Little blue here, little blue there, little blue up here. So I'm thinking I need some blue up there. Because this bird is going to have a bunch of purple on it. So that's what we'll do. I love that side. Oh, this side? Yeah. See my bubbles? Bubble, bubble, bubble. The lower left. Yeah. I like, I especially like these purple leaves or grass or whatever they are. I took the black pencil and almost like an extension of the line there, made that dark, and I love the reflection of that. So I want to try to duplicate that in some other places. So I'm going to have a purpley here. And lots of the pink here on the head. He loves that plastic wrapper. I knew he would. So that's why I think maybe I should make this blue. A blue. Whoa. I just moved the camera. Oh no. Actually, I don't think it moved. I just hit it. Did you... What did you use on the water? Oh, very good. I guess I should tell you. I use a combination of things. Ink tints. I use the ink tints down here. And up here, I used the Color watercolor because I don't have the new set of 28, and I think there's a lighter color, lighter blue in there. So, I mean, I could have mixed it with white, and maybe I could have gotten this color, but I haven't used my Color watercolors pencils in a while, so that's what I used on that part. And then on top of that, I used the Brutfuner squares. And for this water, I just, like with layers, I just kept coming up this way into the lighter color with the blue, and then coming down with the lighter color. And then I decided to go ahead and use some more watercolor and ink tints to kind of blend this area a little more. And anyway, I just kept going back and forth with it until I was satisfied with the gradation of that. Is that the word you use, gradation? So pretty much I'm using Brutfuners, but I'm using Prismas in some places. Gradation, yeah. It's kind of like a weird word or something to me, but I know that's kind of the way it is. Alright, how are we going to do this? with darker spots. And we can go a little darker. I really don't know what I'm doing. Alright, I'm just going to color the whole thing. What is she doing? She's just making it up as she goes. She's just making it up as she goes. Not sure I like that bit. It is almost time for me to go. I'm trying to drink something that will keep me from shaking. I'm not hypoglycemic. I'm going to go ahead and color the edge, the blue also, because I want the white to stand out. I think I'll come in with a little black. No, let's try. Try a little of the purple. I liked using this on the vehicle because it helped to this is the full blender, Caran d'Ache full blender. I like using it on the metal because it makes it shinier, but I also like to use it on this because some coral that's like this is kind of smooth, right? Now I can take, let's see, Leslie, why did you outline the cliff? Does it bring it out more? Oh, thank you. Well, I just wanted to create a bright light kind of thing. I just had an idea. Like light was coming down. I think though what I need to do for that, if I want to make this like super light. I probably need to draw some like light streaks. I just wanted to make it look like there's a lot of light coming, and probably I will take, oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't even in the screen there. I'm thinking I might be able to do something like this. I think Posca maybe works better for that, what I'm trying to do. Posca, where'd you go? There you are. I'm just trying to show that the light is highlighting the edge of the cliff, or I don't know what it is actually. Looks cliffish. So yeah, just to make it shiny. Ooh. It's going to turn it pink again. Oh well. Maybe I should test out stuff like that before I decide on a color. Like, all right, I know this color is going to have white in it, or Posca white on top. So do I really want it to, you know, what is it going to turn color? This is what I'm saying. So yeah. But so my idea was then to darken up, maybe darken this up a little bit more. I'm over here panicking, thinking Tyler is going to choke on a bag. Now he's laying on his back in his, I wish y'all could see him. He's so hilarious. So he's got this big donut-shaped bed, and it has like puffy ring around, you know, it looks like a donut. And he's in the middle, on his back, going like this, scratching with his two front paws, scratching the underside of it. No, he's abandoned the bag, so it's not a plastic that he could get in his mouth or anything. It's really a rough plastic. Yeah, I think maybe that's what I need to do with this, is darken up this edge so it doesn't look like this is hollow and I'm looking through it. I think I can do that pretty well. Yeah, I think that's making a difference for me right away. I'm not sure y'all can see that shade. Oh, it's okay. Sometimes I don't think, and it's nice to have somebody say, hey, you might want to rethink that. Now he's over here in a smaller donut, resting. And Kelly is still nervous, but she is laying down, not being overly nervous, which is what I like. Yeah, I like that. The one you were using on the coral edge at the top looked like the barrel said water gel pen. Oh, apologize. Mart color, white gel pen, 0.8 mm. That would be like the 0.8 jelly roll size. Or point. Yeah, 0.8. Callie sleeping dogs freak me out sometimes. The one you were using. Thank you. Yeah, this is something that Shannon was showing on her one of her live streams, or not live streams. Were you on? It was on your live stream, yeah. And this POSC is 0.7, so it's a little smaller. And this one is not working real great on top of these particular. I wonder if it depends on if it is written over an oil-based pencil or a wax-based pencil that it works better. That would be an interesting trial. Anyhow, y'all, I'm getting tired and I'm starting to, I'm definitely hungry. But I'll finish this over the weekend and start out with something different on Tuesday. What makes it different than the jelly? It's just more consistent flow, I think, out of this than this. I have some white paper. Black paper. All right, so this is jelly roll. And if I zoomed you in even further, you can see it leaves a little bit of line in the middle there. And sometimes it just doesn't want to work at all. And this one, well, I guess they both do it. I think it has to do with how it works on top of other pencil that bothers me. Okay, this is... I don't know, you can't really tell on this paper, but ooh, wow. This is Prisma Burnt Ochre. Let's do a test while we're here. That's what that does on top of Prisma. Oh, no, sorry, that's Brutes. Now here's it over Prisma. It doesn't want to write on it. Let's try this one. See what I mean? That's the difference, Kelly or Ambi. This does okay by itself, but it doesn't do that great over color pencil. You're welcome. You're welcome for streaming. I'm so glad you came. And thanks for all your help. Everybody's help and patience too. Your patience on me figuring out my sound and camera and all that stuff. So, yeah, y'all have a great weekend. I might actually be at see, I'm tired and hungry. Chartreuse. That's the only thing that came. Emily. I might be there tonight because I've got several canceled classes. I think they're having some kind of festival this weekend, and so they're canceling everything. I will have a few, but anyhow, I'll probably be in Emily's and Barbara's tomorrow morning, and all the others that come up. So, y'all have a great weekend.